How's it going? David from Comic Book Investments. So in this video, we're going to look at 5 keys that are heating up. And some of these are you guys requested. They're on this list. That's right. If you comment below, I'll look at the comments and then try to find ones that fit within. I don't get to everyone's comment and I don't get to everyone's book, but just comment below and eventually I'll get to your book. And sometimes it shouldn't be on one of these lists, so I can't put it on. All right, let's get in the first one. Crime Suspense Stories number 22. I love this cover. A 1.5 is up 45% from 2,500, now selling for 3,650, and that last one was sold back in March, and now one recently sold. A 3.5 is up 24% from the previous one, selling for 3,877, now selling for 4,800, and a 6.0 up 30% from 8,300 with previous sales back in 2022. Now one sold for almost $11,000. Look at that graph. It's just pretty much in straight up over the course of decades. So yes, I've always been, I've pushed this book multiple times. I think this is a great book. There's no like key first appearances or anything like that, but this was used in the Seduction of the Innocents trial with Dr. Wortham, which I did a whole video on, talking about how we got the Comics Code Authority pretty much put EC out of business minus Mad Magazine. But all their comics put tons of comics out of business. There was a really tough time for comic books. Probably, I'm not trying to think compared to like today. I mean, today is a really tough time for comic books, but in a different way. I think the problem with comic books is there's just too many titles. And because I think it's just really easy to produce now. So they're like, oh, let's just make a title that sells 5,000, copies. And before, if you went back in the day, it'd be like a publisher might have like 9 titles. So it was a really tough time. But this is kind of the book that everyone knows when it comes to, it's called SOTI. But this is one comic that everyone kind of knows. There's other comic books, of course, that are very popular like this for the same reasons. But I love this cover personally. I think it's a great cover. I mean, I just really like it. I think I put it in like my definitely top 5 of all time horror comics. But nonetheless, this book is always going up. Always, always, always. It seems like. So yeah, a lot of people like it. A lot of people share my opinion on it. So this is a good book. AllStar Squadron 58, first appearance Power Girl. 9.0 up 10% from 252 to 278. 9.4 up 25% from 480 to 600, and a 9.6 up 14% from 875 to $1,000. Yeah, this book has just been really heating up quite recently. I think there's probably some mention of some TV show or movie or something. I don't know. There's always something. But this book has been going up quite a bit. Also, Power Girl is slowly becoming more and more popular or as time goes on. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of girls like to cosplay her. I can't complain at all. So nonetheless, this is a very popular character. And I mean, it got a huge I'm just like looking at this graph. It was steadily going up, then started going down for a bit, then got the comic boom, went back down to where it was pre-comic boom, and then it started shooting up again above comic boom status. So yeah. Next we got is X-Men 130, first appearance of Dazzler, 9.4 up 63% from 215 to 350, a 9.6 up 64% from 353 to 580, and a 9.8 up 22% from 1150 to 1400. Yeah, so this has been going up quite a bit because simply Dazzler is rumored to appear in Deadpool 3. And also going to be played by Taylor Swift. So I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to tell my wife, but when we go to the movie, she'll probably like freak out. She loves Taylor Swift. I mean, pretty much every girl, for the most part, loves Taylor Swift. I mean, she's all right. I like a handful of her songs for sure. But yeah, I mean, she's probably the biggest girl, just musician in general, like as of now. I could not think of anyone that even comes close to as huge as Taylor Swift is. I don't know. She might be the biggest musician today, period. I mean, I can't think of maybe Justin Bieber, but I don't know. Yeah, she might be the biggest musician right now. So that's going to be pretty cool. So next is Invincible number 1, a 9.4, is up 15% from 955 to 1100. A 9.6 up 32% from 1518 to 2000. And a 9.8 up 9% from 2985 to 3250. Yeah, so season 2 is supposed to come out. I really liked season 1 a lot. So it takes so long to come out with stuff. It's like, come on. It's like, it makes me so, it's just so annoying. It's just beyond annoying. Like, back in the day when I was growing up, you had a season, they had 24, 23 episodes. Yes, 24, 23 episodes of a season. Let's say you're watching some TV show, I don't know, Friends, Seinfeld, something like that. They had 23, 24 episodes. It would end around summertime, and it would pick up again around September. Like, they would take 3 months off. And then every year, you just got it. So it's like you only really had a break here and there for like pretty much summertime. Now, shows are like, well, we don't want to do like 23, 24 episodes. And there are shows that were hour longs too. Like, after commercials be 44 minutes. And they still had a schedule like that. And like, 23 is too much. So we're just going to do like, how about 10? 10? Okay, we'll do 10. Oh, wait, now that's too much. How about 6? Let's just do 6. How is that a show? And then it'll be like 6 to 8 episodes of a show. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you want a season 2 or season 3 or whatever it is? Yeah, we're going to have to wait on that. Well, how long do I have to wait? A year? 2 years? 3 years? How about 3 years? 3 years in between seasons? That seems right. So dumb. I mean, Invincible came out, I have no idea how long ago. And must have been like 3 years ago by the time season 2 comes around. Maybe it's 2.5 or something like that. And I'm like, and then you get like, here's 8 episodes. I'm like, it took 3 years to do 8 episodes? Come on. It's like, so annoying. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like The Last of Us. They knew it was going to be a hit. It was a huge hit anyways. When's that coming out? I don't know. We haven't even started writing it. So dumb. I mean, it was already written. It was already a video game. Sorry, I'm ranting. But it's just so annoying. It just pisses me off so much. And it was like, get it together. And then they have the audacity to complain, and they need more of this and more of that. I'm like, why don't you actually do the show first? Do the show. Well, I'm talking about writer strikes. I don't know how I'm going to get into that. But nonetheless, it's just, season 2 is supposed to come out. I mean, I was watching Stranger Things, and I'm like, oh, okay. I get season 1. They don't know how it's going to do, so they want to greenlight season 2 yet. So then season 1's huge hit. Oh, better greenlight season 2. They already knew Stranger Things was a hit. I don't know. I forget what season 5 we're on now. Where is it? It's been years. So it's dumb. It's dumb. Get it together, Hollywood. You're terrible. So just watch YouTube. Watch people like me. I'm here every single weekend. Guaranteed. Pretty much. I was in Japan for 2 weeks, and you probably guys didn't even notice I was gone because I filmed it ahead of time. Yes, I was in Japan for 2 weeks for my brother's 40th birthday. So all the brothers and my best friend got together, went to Japan for 2 weeks. It was fun. Very, very hot. It was like 100 degrees and it was humid. So, but my brother's birthday was in August, so he wanted to go in August. I've been to Japan for 20 years prior. Crazy thing. This is the craziest thing. So I'm getting off a tangent, but I don't know. You guys kind of like this stuff. So 20 years ago exactly is when I went to Japan. And I went to a place called Mr. Donuts. Now, if you're not from Japan, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you are from Japan, it's Ichiban, #1 donut place. But anyways, Mr. Donuts, they're kind of everywhere. They're like a Dunkin' Donut or something. But they have this donut. Oh, it is so addicting. So addicting. I gave it to each one of my brothers that wanted one. And they're like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's a weird type of donut. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, when I went there 20 years ago, it cost 100 yen. Now, 100 yen was basically one of our pennies. So 100 yen was $1. Basically 100 pennies, 100 yen, $1. And literally, I would go there every single morning when I was there 20 years ago and just buy probably a dozen. I was also younger, and so I could eat that much sugar at one point and it didn't affect me. I have like a couple donuts now. I'm just like, oh, like so much sugar. Anyways, so I go back there. We have Mr. Donuts, the same donuts there. I get the same thing, and it's 154 yen. I think it's 154 yen. But you know what that is? That's still $1 American. So they might have gone up by 50% in yen, but it's still the exact same price because pretty much their economy has just been flat. Hasn't really done anything. So yeah, everything was like kind of cheaper. When I went there before, I felt like things were expensive. Now it's like, oh, that's actually kind of cheap. So, but anyways, other than that, it's great. I was gone. And then I come back and I can't sleep on planes at all. So I was up for like 36 hours and my body just fell apart. I think I ended up getting, well, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I got COVID because my wife got a test and she was positive for COVID. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so then I was just like, I still worked, but I was just, I think that's why I missed a couple of videos. I was just like, I don't feel like doing it. But anyways, on to the last one. A rant is over. Marvel Team Up Annual number 1, a 9.0 up 17% from 180 to 210, a 9.2 up 7% from 149 to 160, 9.6 up 13% from 400 to 450. A 9.8 hasn't sold recently, so nothing, couldn't put a 9.8 up there. I always find this interesting because when I do these videos, I have to look up either ones you guys suggest or ones that I find or, just think about off the top of my head, and I look them up. And so I ended up finding new information that I didn't even know. So that's always fun for me. So for example, in this book, it's the second appearance of Phoenix, with Jean Grey as Phoenix. So I was like, I had no idea. So obviously it went X-Men 101 and then this book. And this was also the first time Spider-Man met Wolverine and the rest of the X-Men. The only one he met previously was Nightcrawler. So very interesting. I didn't know that. Now, I don't know if you guys knew that, but now you do. Now you know. Second appearance of Phoenix. So, which to me, I guess I feel like looking at this graph, I was just pretty much doing nothing for a decade and then all of a sudden shot up. It's like more people kind of like, hey, this is second appearance of Phoenix. It's all discovered it all kind of at the same time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This book, if you want, it's cool that second appearance of Phoenix. I didn't know. So it's going to have value there. But yeah, have a good weekend.